this up here. I think I got this microphone on, my wireless mic. How's it going there, folks? Looking at a fire here in Northern California. This is actually a fairly new fire that's just started up here today, and it's called the Sites Fire. It's in Colusa County, which is a county south of me here, southwest of Chico, and it jumped massively. It's up to about 1,500, probably by now 2,000 acres. As you can see, it is just up there in the foothills area. A lot of dense brush, very dry fuel, and we have a strong north wind, as you can see here on the corn, blowing around. Light to moderate right now, maybe 10 to 15 miles per hour, but it has been gusting quite higher throughout the day today. So that's adding some complications here to this fire. Again, this is a Sites Fire, which is roughly about in between 1,500 and 2,000 acres. And it's grown dramatically just in the last couple hours here. And you can see it's got a southward flow once it gets up above the ground a little bit. Strong north wind at the surface, and it does look like there's some northward wind as well, or northerly winds up there across the higher elevations there of the atmosphere. Very dense. There's been planes flying over left and right, air tankers trying to get a handle on this, and it's kind of a big deal. Definitely got a lot of fuel up there to burn. I'm trying to get this tripod a little stabilized here. Stand by for a second while I work with this. Like I said, it's a little windy. One second here. Just trying to shelter the tripod here so that we don't pick up wind. It is quite windy out here again. I wanted to go up a little bit higher and get some, a little bit closer and get some good pictures with my zoom cam, but unfortunately, the battery was dead here. So just it's one of those days. There's a little bit of static in the air, and it's affecting everything, including batteries of cameras, apparently. So this is I'm about probably 15 miles or 20 miles from this fire. Somewhere around there, I think. But look at that, growing some cumulus clouds up at top. Definitely in its growing stage right now. I think it's going to be a very bad year here for fires, folks, unfortunately. I'm going to set this microphone back here in the car so it doesn't pick up any wind. So we got this fire. There's one up by Redding as well, and there's a pretty big one down there. It almost looks like, hold on a second here. It almost looks like there's a new fire. See if I can zoom into that. Maybe they're trying to backburn up there. Let me zoom in, see if I can get that. Just south there, you guys see, or just it'd be to the north here, but to the right on the screen, it looks like another fire starting up out there. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's more blackish smoke compared to this very dense grayish smoke right now. So yeah, definitely a bad day. That's a little far for backburning though. I don't think they'd be backburning on the north side of the fire, considering the fire is pushing south. That's a little odd to see another fire on the north side like that, but so once again, this is Northern California. I'm still in Glenn County. This is actually in Colusa County, just to the southwest of me, near the little community of Sites. Very small community, but it's up there in the foothills, not quite into the coastal range mountains, but you know, technically it's a foothills area right there where there is quite a bit of brush, dry brush, probably extensively elevated too, because of the past couple winters that we've had, where we've had nothing but sufficient rainfall in this area, and that's allowed for the growth to take place. And now that we got the summertime heating, everything's drying out, and there's sufficient fuel for these big fires to start. Again, this is called the Sites Fire. Last time I checked, it was at 1,500 acres. It's probably grown by now, probably closer to 2,000. And it's in Northern California here, and just south of where we had a big fire back here a couple years ago called the August Lightning Complex fires. It burned up the majority of the Coast Range over here. Not extensively over on the coast, but inland, here on the mountain ranges here on the side of the valley. But this one is definitely getting big. But yeah, this is a cornfield right here, guys. I wanted to add the cornfield in there so you guys could see a perspective of the wind out here. And imagine up there in the mountain ranges, up in the mountain range, how much windier it is up there. That new backfire there to the right is definitely growing. It's got some black smoke to it. So I don't know. Hopefully it wasn't an airplane. There's an airplane right now, little tanker. I don't know if you guys can see that. Where is it? Hard to tell. There it is, way up there in the sky. That's one of those air tankers. And I got another one that just flew over me here. So they're definitely putting on the air attack right now as far as getting this under control. Another one. There's actually another one behind this one. Yeah, two back to back. They're going over there trying to get. Look at those cumulus clouds. Goodness. We're getting some of those. I can't remember the type of those clouds up there, but it looks like it's starting to cap off. Peleus clouds, I think those are called. So there's definitely a lot of heat, a lot of fuel burning right now with this fire. That's quite incredible to see. Look at that. Goodness. That is massive. Back out here a little bit. Almost looks like a volcanic eruption there. Maybe not quite as dramatic looking as a volcano would be, but yeah, that's crazy. Look at those beautiful cumulus clouds though developing on top. I wish I could get this probably $50 tripods here. A little unstable in the wind. I'll have to invest a little bit more, I guess, to get a more stable one. I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty bad fire season this year in California, so I want to make sure I have the right equipment to document all this stuff. Oh. Let's see if I can zoom in here a little bit closer to the ground. Release the ground level for the fire. Yeah, this wind. That's one of my pet peeves. There's a shaky tripod. It's on all 3 feet here, but it's still a little flimsy. That's crazy. So yeah, this is a combination of probably some brush, oak, and I don't think it's got up into the mountains there yet. It's possible. Obviously, it could spread up there. You never know. Getting a nice little anvil cloud on it there. But yeah, we're up over 1,500 acres right now, probably closer to 2,000. This fire started up early this morning from who knows where. We've been getting a lot of these suspicious fires all of a sudden again. You know, and we didn't really have too bad of a fire season last year or the year before, but this year we're getting these random fires starting up out of the blue. You know, there's no lightning storms, there's no, you know, I don't know, it's weird. These fires just popping up everywhere. Yeah, this is we're looking at the sites fire there in Colusa County. This fire just started um, earlier this afternoon and rapidly has grown quickly. I put the do not disturb on. I just, somebody was trying to call me right in the middle of a live stream. I'll try and lower this a little bit. Maybe it will help out with the stabilization. Yeah, 0% containment. So obviously that's not a good sign. Oh, there went my, see, it's everything electronic right now. It's just shutting off. My battery in my Zoom camera was dead. There's a lot of static in the air right now. I can feel it. A lot of negativity out here. I don't know if it's just me or maybe Northern California. Yeah, if you have the Watch Duty app on your phone, that's a good app to check. You can look at all the current wildfires, and you can actually add a layer that shows you the past parameters of old fires, which is pretty cool. But this is burning in an area that I don't know. I don't think they've had any old fires up there. But look at that beautiful cumulus cloud on top. Crazy. That's when you know it's a big one. That is a big fire. A lot of heat. Yeah, Watch Duty is a way to go. I got it on my PC at home and also on my phone. I keep it on there to check out the various fires that are going on around me. But this one, it's a ways from me. Obviously, this is down there in Colusa County. I live just outside of Chico here. And this is more west side of the valley, foothills. This is probably north of, it's in between Maxwell and Ladoga, headed towards the Clear Lake area. It's got a ways to go before it gets to Clear Lake, but it is headed in that general direction to the south. And we're expecting north winds here for the majority of the night. I think they're supposed to calm down a little bit tomorrow, but not too much. Yeah, it's definitely it's a ways north of Clear Lake, and that's a good thing. I know Clear Lake's had their fair share of fires in the past. It's definitely going to be a bad season here, I think. Yes, B-Dub, this is the Sites fire. Earlier this afternoon, it was like when it first started, it got up to about 200 acres. Now it's up to um, probably close to 2,000 acres now, if not above that. I can't check my Watch Duty app right now because I'm live streaming. But if someone has a second, maybe they can check the Watch Duty app and see if they've updated it. 1,300. All right, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's what they had about 45 minutes to an hour ago. So you can imagine that this heat, this huge plume of moisture and also heat rising to produce those cumulus clouds, that had to have burned a couple hundred more acres there to produce that type of those pyrocumulus clouds that we're witnessing right there. Sometimes those storms can actually produce a thunderstorm when they get. Look at that other one over there. Look at, you guys see that one? That's got to be a new fire, but that is like that's either way north of this current fire, or maybe that's where the fire started and it's just burning some other stuff right now. You guys see that secondary fire right there? That's crazy looking. I probably will plan to go up here tomorrow and check it out. I do cover this stuff for the news agencies here on occasion, local news. And I do have my press badge and, of course, my fire equipment that I need to get up into that area. So I may go and cover this here tomorrow. It's a little late. I'd hate to go up there and get stranded, stuck at night. But I may go up there tomorrow and see if I can pinpoint where this fire started, or at least get close to it. Should have brought me some water out here. It's not really hot, but it's dry. A dry north wind, and it is killing me. Let me see if I got something in the car here. I'm gonna take off this microphone so I don't bring it into the wind. Oh man, left my drink at home. Anything to drink in here? Nope. Oh, wait a minute. I do have a water right here. I'm fortunate enough to have a water nearby. The heck? All right. Yeah, that's crazy seeing that fire back way north. To the left side of the screen is going to be looking south. The smoke is headed generally southward. It's because we do have a strong north wind right now. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm seeing, because here on the camera, I got a direct view of it. What are we looking at? You guys must see something I'm not, because I have it, at least on my screen, at least here in my screen. Hold on a second here. You guys only seen smoke? Okay. I wonder why it does that. That's really weird. Yeah, it's weird because on this end it showed at least a zoomed in view of the fire, but I don't know. I better start bringing my iPad out here just to verify. But hopefully you guys can see that secondary fire over there now. Santa Rosa, the general direction of Santa Rosa would probably be back behind that fire, directly behind it, but further back. Sonoma, it'd kind of be in this general direction as well, where the camera is pointing. This is a coast range looking towards Clear Lake, Santa Rosa area, but this fire is way north of that region, but it is looking in that general direction there. You guys see that secondary fire? That is crazy. Not as big, but it's definitely getting up there. Got another airplane zooming in here. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit, folks, here. Let me know how it looks. I don't want to zoom in too close because something's going on here with the camera, I think. But let me know how that looks right there. If you guys can see the fire a little bit closer and the secondary. No ground? That is so weird. All right. That's weird. All right, we'll just go ahead and leave it like, we'll just leave it like that for right now. I'll have to figure out why it's doing that. Scrappy-Doo. I can't see you, Scrappy-Doo. Yep, second plume right there. It's crazy. It's hard to judge, but it looks like it's a good distance north of this current fire. So I find that a little odd that another fire would start just north of the main one. Mount Konocti is further south, down to the Clear Lake area. This is the general direction where we're looking at. All Clear Lake, Mount Konocti, Napa County, Santa Rosa is all in this general direction where I'm looking to the southwest of my current location. Okay, I backed out all the way, folks, here, at least on my phone. Tell me how this looks. Hopefully this is a little bit better. Alrighty. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't know what was being said there in chat, but there's a reason why I have the moderators out here, because they do help prevent the unnecessary stuff here in the chat room. There's places for that, and then there's places that aren't meant for that. And we just try to keep it simple here in factual basis. Everyone's open to speak. We don't limit free speech out here. That'd be not a good thing to do, but got to keep it common sense, so to speak, out here. Well, that second one, look at that. It's starting to really ramp up a little bit. Yeah, Hurricane Heather, I'm not for sure what's going on. Don't worry about it. Hurricane Heather has been here on the channel for quite a while, so I definitely appreciate it. We got people coming out here right now looking at the fire. On a road that is normally not traveled much, but goodness. Yeah, it's pretty windy still here, at least where I'm at in the valley. Still got a north wind, not quite as strong, but it's probably 10 to 15 miles per hour. It was stronger earlier, so it really fueled up this fire. Up in the mountains, I guarantee you it's probably a little bit more stronger, judging by that smoke. They got, its own weather pattern up there being generated with the heat, and I'm sure quite a bit of erratic wind. But I've seen numerous tankers, numerous firefighting airplanes head over that direction to drop the fire retardant, hopefully get a handle on this fire. Again, this is the Sites fire, which is, it's around the town of Sites, in between Maxwell and Ladoga, Stony Ford and Ladoga area. The secondary fire, I'm not for sure. It looks a little bit more northward here. Hard to say exactly where that's at, though. Whoo! Oh yeah, I had water here somewhere. I think I did. Oh man. I don't know. Does water ever go bad? Because it looks like it's been in my car for a little bit. Got people stopping up here on the overpass, observing the fire itself here. There's so much fuel up there. I mean, we've had a very decent winter. Couple winters here with above average rainfall. And there's no doubt been tremendous growth, undergrowth up there, and a lot of brush Probably thickened up over the last couple years, and now everything's drying out. It's hot, it's windy, perfect, perfect fire settings out here. A secondary one, that's just crazy. If I see a third one jumping up, I think I'm gonna drive up there and find out what's going on, because that's pretty suspicious. If you guys happen to hear me mute my microphone for a second, it's because somebody pulled up here and I'm just going to chat with them off the live stream, because there is quite a few cars coming up here where I'm at. Just in case you happen to hear the microphone go blank, that's the reason why. But it looks like they're taking off. I'm going to have to check this when I get home as to why it looks zoomed in on the video, but on my side it doesn't. It looks right now it looks too far zoomed out. But as long as we got a good view, that's why I'm out here trying to cover this story. And if I do go up there tomorrow, then I'll probably provide some news media documents there to a few folks there at the local news station. We got a bunch of people stopping on the overpass. That is not good. That's a good way to get hit. But the view is spectacular. I mean, it's an awesome view, but at the same time, it's sad because there could be some housing up there. It's sporadic, little tiny communities up there. I know there's an evacuation order in certain regions, not for sure specifically which areas, but obviously if you're downwind there of the fire, I would definitely be getting out of there quickly. So I'm about, so probably less than 20 miles. Definitely less than 20 miles. Maybe at the max 15 miles from this fire, just to the north. I am to the northeast of the fire because this is looking to the southwest. Cats don't bark. You're right about that. Cats don't bark. I'm kind of more of a dog fan. I got one dog at home. His name's Chomper, and I've had kittens and cats when I was little, right, as a kid. But I find it more relaxing to have a dog. Man's best friend. A cat is cute, but we don't want to get into an argument over that, right? Which one, cats or dogs? I guess both, right? If you can settle on it, that'd be awesome to have both. So south of Maxwell, yeah, Maxwell's in the valley. So this is up in the foothills close to Sites, which is just west of Maxwell, a few miles. Oh, it was a beautiful day. I mean, unfortunately, these fires, they have a tendency to start up out of the blue suspiciously on a beautiful day. Got big ones down south there, south of Bakersfield near the Grapevine. I think that's a pretty big one. This one here, it's growing. It grew pretty rapidly here in the last couple hours. I'm sure it's up to 2,000 acres come the next update. And then with this secondary fire to the right of it, which would be north of it, it's just, yeah, again, a little odd. Got a helicopter coming over me, it looks like. Directly over me. Hold on a second here. Yeah, gonna be hard to spot. That's one of those, I can see that thing hanging down that would normally carry a bucket. What is he doing? Huh. That is weird. All right, yeah, he's just going. I don't know if he's looking for maybe a place to pick up some water or what. He's just kind of hovering out there. I wish I had my nice camera, my zoom cam. I would have got some nice video and pictures, but the battery was dead. All right, folks, I'm going to jump off here. Again, I'm tempted to go up there tomorrow, depending on how big the fire gets overnight, and see what I can cover for media purposes, and of course provide some views here on YouTube as well. But right now, that's the Sites fire. Last time we checked, 1,300 acres, but I'm sure it's up there by closer to 2,000 by now. Secondary fire. I'll find out, see if I can get more information on that and provide an update later on this evening during the nightly update. But for now, folks, have a good day. Stay safe out there, and we will catch you guys back out here a little bit later on. I got to go home and find out what's going on with the camera. I think maybe YouTube is utilizing my one of my zoom cameras on the phone, I guess. I don't know, because it didn't look like it was zoomed in on my side. All right, folks, have a good one. We'll catch you guys back out here a little bit later.